Hey, young Wildcat scholars, Mr. Moran here, and I'm going to explain our next assignment as it pertains to the governments that you've been learning about. And what we're going to do is we're going to create what I call a top hat. And a top hat is similar to a Venn diagram, and you can see a Venn diagram right here, which I'm sure most of you have done in the past, where you compare and contrast two separate items. And then, as the example shows here, I'm comparing political maps and physical maps. And so I have the attributes of a political map on this side here, and then the attributes of a physical map here, and then in the middle I have what they have in common. So that's a Venn diagram. But as a teacher, the thing I don't like about Venn diagrams, and maybe some of you encountered this too, is when you get to that middle spot, you sometimes are limited on space. And so what we've created here is something a little bit better, and it's what I call the top hat. And the top hat looks something like this. Now this is the same information. We're comparing, contrasting maps here, political maps and physical maps. But here, it's in a top hat form. And you notice that you have more space. So here we have the attributes of a political map on this side and the attributes of a physical map on this side, and then what they have in common right down here. And this would be that center part of that Venn diagram right here. But in the top hat, you have all this space. You don't feel so crammed, and it's sometimes easier to read as a teacher. So what we're going to be doing is we will be creating a top hat for the government system. And so you'll scooch on down to this blank top hat here. And you can see I have it labeled as your government system. Now, we've covered many different government systems, and what we're going to have you now is pick the government system that you think would be best for your society. And so what you would do is click on the document and write whichever system you want. It might be a dictatorship, it might be a theocracy, it might be a constitutional monarchy, it might be a democracy, whatever. And then what you're going to do is write two attributes that make that form of government unique. And then over here on the other government system, you're going to compare your government system, again, this is the one that you're picking for your society, to any form of government system over here. Now, the only exception to this is we do not want you to pick anarchy, because anarchy, even though political scientists, we talk about it as being a government system, it really isn't, because anarchy is more of a state of being than a true government system. It's confusion. So you can pick from any form of government that you've learned about, and you can write in the name up at the top, and then two attributes that's unique to that government system. So again, for instance, I might pick a democracy, maybe direct democracy here, and then I might write two attributes that's unique to direct democracy here and here, and over here I might pick dictatorship to compare that. And then I would write down two attributes that make the dictatorship unique here. And then down here, I would write down two government similarities. So what's similar between, or two attributes that's similar between those two. And then there's a thinking cap question down here. Explain why your government system might be the best for your society in the space below. If you think that it's the best, great. Explain why you think it's the best. So we're looking for at least 3 sentences for this one. And if you want to print this out and write it out by hand, excuse me, you're welcome to do that. Or you don't have to print it out. You can just write on this document and submit that when you're done. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your teachers. So that's it, and good luck. Talk to you later. Bye.